Hello and welcome to Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host Janette Burke, and we are live on location at Salon Links, which is a division of the Studio. Salon Links is located in the heart of Maple in Vaughan, Ontario, on Keele Street, just slightly north of Rutherford. Now, the Studio is Janette's I'm Every Woman TV's official hair, makeup, threading, and aesthetics sponsor. I'm delighted to bring back for the third time veteran hair specialist and color specialist, Joseph Deluca. He will be talking to us about color correction today. Welcome, Joseph.
Thank you very much, Janette.
How do you know when you have a color correction issue?
When you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, am I getting ready for Halloween?
Well, we are now.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously though, like when the color is just wrong, you've gotten a color done and it's just not the right color.
Colors are funny. It's part of your wardrobe, it's part of your makeup. If it doesn't suit your skin tones, it's going to look off. You're going to look at that color and it doesn't matter what you do with your makeup, it's just not going to look right. It doesn't matter what clothing you wear, it doesn't look right. Hair color frames your outfit, frames you. It makes who you are. So if that color is not right, you're going to know it. You're going to know it just by looking at it.
So if there was a mistake made with a dark color or a light color, such as blonde, how can that process be reversed?
Light colors are relatively simple. We can alter it with a toner. We can alter it with color as long as we're going deeper or darker than the shade. It's an easy process. However, when color's been colored too dark, it's not as simple as coloring virgin hair, where we can lighten it. Color does not lighten color. So in that case, we have to remove this color. And in order to remove it, we use an artificial color remover. And we have to be careful where we go. And I can't stress this enough. Many salons don't understand the process. They'll use a bleach to lighten that color, and they're going to destroy the hair.
So you're not going to use a bleach. What are you going to use?
It's an artificial color remover, so it just works on artificial pigment. What it does is it shrinks the actual pigment itself so that it easily comes out of the hair.
Okay. So what about if somebody comes in and has put like a color in their hair, like these, wild purples, blues, greens. We see a lot of this now, particularly in young girls. How does that get removed?
Well, most of those colors do fade out. They're not permanent colors. However, there are some that are more permanent, and depending on the product that's used, there are some products that we have to use specific products, again, to remove this artificial dye from the hair. But again, in most cases, the colors that they do, within 2-3 weeks, they fade out, and then you just process the hair the way you normally would.
Okay, what are the hardest and easiest colors to correct?
The hardest are people that want to color their own hair. They'll go to a drugstore, get a black. They want this goth look. And they put it in their hair, and they look in the mirror, and they go, oh my God, what did I do? And they'll go to a salon and say, I'm too dark, I want to go lighter. Blacks are difficult to remove to start with, if they're professional colors. However, ones that you buy out of the drugstore, we have to be careful. If they have any metallic salts in them, they're virtually impossible to remove. If it's a process that's been done over a period of time and it's color over color over color over color, it becomes impossible to remove. And to try and remove that, you're putting on artificial color removers over artificial color removers. Eventually you destroy the hair.
So if you were in a situation like that, would you just have to just let the hair grow out?
What I generally recommend in a situation like that, rather than stripping this color, is try highlighting a few shades lighter and just give it a lighter appearance and slowly grow it out that way.
Okay, so highlighting could be...
Correct.
So that's the hardest. So what's the easiest color to correct?
The easiest are ones that have gone too blonde, too light. And I have this many times come in to a salon, and they'll ask, they'll have gone somewhere or done it themselves or played hairdresser with one of their friends, and the hair's just far too light. In a case like that, it's very simple. We put a filler, and what a filler is raw pigment that we're putting back what's been removed, and then color over top.
Okay. And what about reds?
Reds. Now, reds are a funny color. Reds are probably the hardest color to stay in the hair. They're the ones that fade the fastest. And it depends on the shade of red. Reds are, I prefer burgundies, wine tones, the deeper reds, as opposed to these light reds. I find that they fade out more to an orange. And I don't know, but the Ronald McDonald look just doesn't suit most women.
No, it doesn't. All right, what can someone who's going in for a color correction, what are some of the things they can expect from that color correction? Should they be worried about, you know, any kind of side effects?
First of all, just make sure that you go to someone that knows what they're doing. Someone that specializes in color and is not a hair cutter that's going to try and correct this color.
Right, so they have to be a color specialist like you.
They have to understand the chemistry behind color and how it's affecting that hair. That's number one. Number two, always ask pricing. Because it can become relatively, actually quite expensive.
To correct the color.
To correct the color, depending on what the process is and how many times this process has to be repeated.
So that would be one potential hazard. But let's look at maybe a physical hazard, like would there be some scalp damage or?
No, again, if the colorist who's doing the correction understands color, if it's going to be anything that's going to damage that hair, they should know it and they should tell the client and actually refuse to do it, if that's the case. And that's where it's important to find out exactly what this person understands, what this person knows about color. Other than that, there's really no hazard for the scalp. There really isn't.
Not even if you are taking certain medications or have certain illnesses?
No. It's. I remember years ago, women used to ask me all the time if I'm pregnant.
What? You?
You'd never know it. Do I? Will the colors take? Will the colors? It doesn't affect anything to do. Pregnancy doesn't affect any physical change that a woman may go through. Does not affect the color. However, perming is a different story.
Okay.
And that's where the hair would be affected by any physical changes.
Okay. So once the color has been corrected, what steps need to be taken to make sure that it lasts and that, you know, the old color or the color that you corrected doesn't come shining through?
Well, that color that you've corrected, if it's been corrected properly, won't come through again. However, what you need to do to maintain that color is use proper products.
Okay.
And that's always a key. That's something that, again, your colorist should recommend, tell you about. Because for me, if I'm spending X number of dollars on a service, I want to make sure it stays on my head as long as possible.
Right, and you don't want to go backwards. You're correcting, so you want to go forward. Okay, anything else to add?
No, again, the important thing is just make sure that the person that you're going to understands what they're doing. Ask pricing, ask whatever questions you feel you need to know. If you go into a salon and say, I want blonde, for example, if a client comes to me, says, I want blonde, and I look at them and I know that it's going to look terrible on them, I'll tell them. And I'll recommend a color. And if they insist, I've been known to refuse to do it and have them go somewhere else.
Okay, well, you're an honest hairdresser then.
I'd rather them go elsewhere and have someone else mess it up and then come back to me, I'll correct it, and we'll go from there.
Right. Well, I mean, being a blonde, and I've had almost every shade of blonde you can think of in my hair, I think that's important because, you know, once it's there, it's going to stay for a while, especially if it's a highlight.
Correct.
And I guess the whole point behind why I wanted to do this segment is that a lot of women will color their hair with highlights or permanent color and do a full color, and they don't like it. and they feel that they're really stuck with it, you know, until the hair grows out. But I'm saying, no, you're not. There is a way of color correction, but use the right people to make sure that
use the right people.
Yeah, because I mean, nobody wants to be stuck feeling like they look awful for months on end when it's easy to correct it.
And blondes, you're right. If the shade is not right, it won't look right.
No, actually, I mean, there's been a situation on me a couple times where I'm too blonde, and if you're too blonde, it doesn't look good either because it can make you look older.
It does. It does. Blonde hair.
No.
What women need to understand also is, and I know I hear this all the time. They come in, they say, I want an ash color, and they're above 30 in age. Ash tones, cool tones, tend to age our skin. They accentuate lines. Any imperfection that's in our skin, we'll see. Whereas the warm tones soften.
Right, which is why when I do my hair with you, I like a combination of highlights and lowlights with a little bit of gold, not just ash, because I don't want to look like
just the cool tones on their own are not going to suit you. So we give you a blend of warm and cool tones.
Right. Right, and we also have to always put in something to cover up those roots.
And that's the overlay. That's what gives us the warmth in the color.
Okay, well that works. That works really well. All right, Joseph, great information as always. And again, Joseph has a giveaway today, and that is a $50 gift card towards hair color services. So if you need a color correction, you can even come in and get that $50 towards that. This is the time of year where we're going to be going out a lot. The holidays are upon us.
Absolutely.
And, you know, there's nothing worse than not feeling like you're looking your very best at every holiday party or when you're interfacing with family and friends that you haven't seen in a while. So if you feel that that's you and you could really benefit from the $50 gift certificate towards the hair color services, give Joseph a call. But more importantly, you can register below to claim this prize. You can also visit my website, www.janetteburke.com. That's JANETTEBURKE.com. There's a section called Great Giveaways. There'll be information there on how to claim it. There will be one lucky winner to win this prize. I hope it's you, so please sign up for it. And Joseph, how can we reach you?
You can reach us at 905-597-1450 or follow us on Instagram at The Studio Atkinson.
Great. Thanks so much again for being with us again today.
My pleasure.
really love it when you come in. And I have to say, this is the third or fourth interview I've done with you. And every time you've been on, the views are very high. You're very likable, so people like you. They like watching you. They like learning from you. And I love working with you too. So thank you for being with us today as well. Please remember to like, comment, and share all our posts on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, Vimeo, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr, you name it, we're there. Hashtag Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. And until next time, continue to be fabulous. And if you would like to look fabulous in these fabulous outfits, please check out Lavender Lily Boutique. They are providing our clothes today. Give my friend Vicky Cashen, who is the owner, a call. They are located at 302 John Street in Thornhill. That's at John and Bayview. And the phone number is 289-597-4888. www.lavenderlily.net. That's lavenderlily.net. They have a variety of clothing to suit all your wardrobe needs. And again, this is a beautiful jacket I'm wearing. It's got a mesh overlay. It's made by Cartier. It's Canadian made, and it's black and gray. It's great with skinny jeans. It's great with a leather skirt. Can be worn in many other ways. And Vicky knows how to dress you. So whatever your wardrobe needs are, she can help you. Make sure you give her a call. Until next time.